Next question was this one that got asked in the groups. Someone asked, my questions are there any types of channels or subjects that you shy away from? So basically which niches or channel topics are something that I would not recommend you get into? First three are definitely rain sounds, nature sounds, or meditation sounds. These are things that people used to do like 2 or 3 years ago, and apparently some people made good money with it because it's been like some people are still pushing and marketing this for YouTube automation, where you can just make a channel with meditation sounds and apparently make like 10, 20K a month. I don't know a single person that still does that or still works. And most of these channels also get like reused content strikes because it's not unique and they don't get monetized anymore. The second one that I wouldn't start anymore is motivational style videos. So what a lot of people did last year is take snippets from podcasts from, for example, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, or Jocko Willink, for example, and just take his whole audio file and put moving slideshows or stock material on that with some text over it. Almost all these channels got taken down for reused content because it didn't have a unique voiceover. This doesn't count for the first three channels too, like rain sounds, nature sounds, meditation. I would always recommend to find a niche where you can add extra value by adding a voiceover to it. This really increases your chances of getting through the YouTube Partner Program and getting your channel monetized. Because yeah, you just don't want to start a channel that is not being able to monetize, right? So I think these are the four main ones that I would avoid. Another one is anything that has to do with Elon Musk. This is probably one of the most milked out topics on YouTube. Elon Musk news or like news about Tesla. There's a lot of big channels that are doing really big numbers with this niche. And these channels also post like 3 or 4 videos every single day about Elon Musk. So this market is just very hard to penetrate or add extra value to because these people been in the game for a long time, spend a lot of money on their team and their videos, and it's just probably not going to work. Another niche I'm not a huge fan of is make money online niche. A lot of people who start this out, like 90% of the people who start, want to do make money online for some reason, because I don't know, it's probably something with YouTube automation being like a side hustle where you make money online. And then people are like, yeah, I'm going to teach other people how to make money online. I almost never see this working out for anyone that starts it. And that's because everyone is like copying it from each other. This whole concept of make money online. They do the exact same videos where they just copy and paste it, and it's been done hundreds, if not thousands of times. So honestly, it's just a waste of time. It's pretty outdated, old, and there's so many good niches that you can get into. So I would not suggest getting into something like this unless you have a specific idea or topic that it hasn't been done too many times before or that's working for other channels. But if you cannot like do like 3, 4 videos a day with a good team that knows what they're doing, I would not recommend getting into the make money online niche. Lastly, so when you are starting out, I would not try to like go too niche in terms of like finding something that is very hard based on search base or like a sub niche and a sub niche and a sub niche. I would always try to find something that is mass appeal. And what I mean by that is just a video that every single person can watch. You don't need to have specific knowledge about a topic to watch it. You don't want to put like your topic in a small pond, so to say, of where you could be targeting way more people. Always think about, when you think about mass appeal, think about the 3 drivers of human nature, which are like health, wealth, and relationships. If you do anything related to health, wealth, and relationships, it are mostly videos that the whole world could watch, if you know what I mean. So if you make something about getting wealthy or getting healthy or getting in a relationship, these are things that everyone wants and everyone probably has a certain degree of interest in. So you don't need to be a fan of a specific sports team, for example, or have a love for like the channel we did with Aiden just now about bricks and economy or something. It's a big market too, but it's still not something that every single person would be interested in. Lastly, I would say don't like, you got to be creative, but also not creative. Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel when you're going for a new niche. Always try and find something that is already working. Try to find like channels that are doing well with a specific topic and getting views, and then see if you can mimic it in a different style. Can you add value? Can you make better thumbnails, titles? can you be creative and change around this topic a little bit and just make it different, right? Yeah, I think this was it for the channels I would avoid. If I can think about any other channels I would avoid, then I will let you know. Oh, one other last thing that I would avoid is anything related to violence or drugs. So I actually had a very good friend of mine who was running a channel about narcos and cocaine trade and Pablo Escobar and all that stuff. So a lot of blood and violence and drugs were involved. He was doing $10,000 a month with his channel. He got an offer for it last year where he could have sold his channel for $100,000 to a guy, but he wanted the cash flow. He wanted to build up his channel. What happens to a lot of channels that cover violence or drugs is you get age restrictions on YouTube. So what this means is that if you get an age restriction, that your audience needs to be locked into YouTube, like into their account, and they need to have said that they are 18 plus. But if your channel gets a lot of age restrictions, this is very unfavorable for the YouTube algorithm. So this happened to my friend's channel. Almost every single video got on age restricted. It completely killed his momentum. And now this channel, he didn't sell it. Now it's like making less than $100 a month, unfortunately for him. So you got to be very careful with these channels where a lot of blood, weapons, drugs are involved. Okay, Alexander, you can unmute yourself if you have a question about this, Alexander.
Yeah, about the age restriction, is that something that can happen for your whole channel, or is it something that just happens for a specific video?
Yeah, so can the age restriction happen for your whole channel? Good question. What happens is once you upload a video to your channel, YouTube analyze the algorithm from YouTube analyzes your video. It analyzes the transcript you have, the voiceover you have, the video material you have, also your title, description, and your tags, right? If they see that there's a lot of violence, blood, or drugs in there, they're gonna put your video specifically on age restricted. You then get like a yellow mark. If you're in your YouTube dashboard, there is a yellow mark or a green or a yellow mark if your channel is or your video is monetized or not. So it turns on yellow, and that means your content is age restricted. What you then can do is either change your thumbnail, your title, or your description or your tags. I would first try to delete, like change the title, change the thumbnail, and delete the description and all the tags. Sometimes the algorithm, like the automatic algorithm, checks your video again and removes the age restriction then. If this doesn't happen, then you can ask for a manual review. So the YouTube team can review your video once, but if it doesn't pass their review, then it stays on limited ads forever, basically. So what you can also do is delete the video, edit the video where you think there's too much blood in the thumbnail or in the video itself, or like drugs or like dead bodies or something. And then you can re-upload your video. But like I said, like it happens per video. So the age restriction is per video you upload. But if it happens to almost every single video that you upload, it just kills the momentum on your channel. And I don't have like proof for this, like with data or numbers, but I've heard it happen to a lot of people that are in the narcos or drugs niches, or like for example, also niches where people fight a lot, like UFC, for example,
Okay.
or where cops arrest people on the street and put them down or something. So yeah, you got to be careful with niches like this, because yeah, it can be very frustrating when you have like my friend, right? Like when you're doing 10K a month with your channel, and then all of a sudden just your whole momentum dies off because you get these age restriction things.
Yeah, okay. Did you say what his channel was about?
It was about narcos, so like Pablo Escobar stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
and
thank you.
drug trafficking. I think you can say honor, because you had a question about the freelancers too, right? And we just arrived there, Alexander.
Yeah. Yeah, I just received my first script, and I just thought it looked awfully a lot like just straight up ChatGPT sentences, and I'm not
Right.
really sure what yeah, how to tackle that, or if I just should find some other script writer maybe, or
Yeah. Well, first thing I would